What is up? This is Mikhail with Hustle System, where art meets commerce. And in this video, we're going to be diving into the 3 steps you need to take if you want to be successful. That's right, 3 tips for success in a 1, 2, 3 easy to follow step-by-step process. Sounds really simple. Most people don't do it. Most people fail, and it's very sad. So step number 1, clarity of outcome. Clarity of outcome. Know what you want. But now things you're like, close video. Well, no, hold up. Do you really know what you want? Honest question. Because as you're watching this, you're like, yeah, that sounds obvious. But you know, you probably haven't defined what you want super well, right? You probably haven't taken the time to really visualize and really picture and really concretely actually define what you want. You're like, I want to make $10 million. Well, is that actually what you want? Do you actually want to make $10 million? Or do you want a certain lifestyle that comes from making $10 million? Okay, honest question. Do you want to travel the world? Well, rather than defining that, what specific places do you want to visit? Or do you just want to be free and not have to answer to anybody? Okay. Now, here's why this is important. Step number 1, again, clarity of outcome. Define it with utmost certainty. What do you do in the morning? Your ideal life. You wake up, where are you? What do you do? What does your day look like? What does your morning routine look like? What does your day look like as you go through it? What are some of the things that you experience during your day? Are you creating something with your life, or are you just consuming? Clarity of outcome. Every single high impact individual that I know has this down to a T. They know specifically the destination point that they are aiming for, and they are relentlessly pursuing it. Okay, step number 1, clarity of outcome. Step number 2, and this is the toughest one, immunity to circumstance. Again, immunity to circumstance. Okay, somebody cuts you off on the freeway, what do? Do you yell at them? Or is that person not exist? Is that a person a part of the flow? Is that person a part of the river of life that you are in? Immunity to circumstance. If something comes up, something that could be perceived as negative in your life, do you respond to it? Do you acknowledge it? Or do you let it pass through your essence and onwards so that you can keep climbing that mountain to success that you want? And this is the toughest thing. Here's the visualization that I use here. Imagine you are walking up a mountain. In the beginning, it's relatively flat, it's easy going, and then you climb higher and higher and higher. And as you're halfway up the mountain, there's this big rock. You walk up and there's this big rock. And I've seen people tackle this rock in so many different ways. Some people get angry at the rock and they go, why is there a rock here? I'm so angry. Why is there a rock? And you know what they do? They turn around and they go back down. And you know what they say? There was a rock. I could have made it to the top, but there was a rock. Okay, other people get mad and they try and chisel through the rock. They fight through it, right? They go, this rock is not gonna stop me. I'm gonna get through it, no matter what. And they might get through the rock, or they might beat themselves up and exhaust themselves and be stuck there forever, right? They hit a barrier, they hit a wall, they hit a ceiling, and they never get past it. Other people go like, okay, there's this rock. I'm gonna try and go around the rock, or I'm gonna try and go over the rock, okay? And the most successful people that I've seen, they don't notice the rock. They kind of go through the rock without acknowledging that there's a rock at all. And that is the visualization that I want you to use for the second step. Immunity to circumstance. Immunity. Okay? Circumstance does not exist. You are immune to it. You pass through. It passes through you. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. Okay, so number 1, clarity of outcome. Number 2, immunity to circumstance. And number 3, this is going to be the thing that keeps you going as you climb that mountain of success, infinite gratitude. Now, a lot of people here are going to be like, okay, bro, gratitude, like, get it, I get to be happy. Well, how often do you really express gratitude for the things that you have? Right? We're so blessed. We're blessed enough to be having the privilege of infinite information at our fingertips. We get the absolute benefit of having contact with any individual anywhere on the planet within an instant. We get the benefit and the blessing of being able to breathe fresh air, have clothes, have ambitions, and be able to actually pursue those ambitions with our lives. Think about that. Think about that. Infinite gratitude. We are so lucky. Like, really picture this. You had the sun, okay? It's a giant fission reaction, okay? A giant ball of fire, and then we had another rock that happened to be placed at the exact perfect distance from that ball of fire. It happened to spin at the perfect speed around that ball of fire for us to exist. And then your parents had to do the dirty. Yes, they did. They did the dirty. Yes, sir. They had to do it at just the right time so that you would come out exactly the way you came out. On top of that, you had to be born. On top of that, you had to go through your life, and all of the little actions and experiences and things that you went through got you to where you are today, right now in this moment. Every single detail, every single little nuance is a point of gratitude on this earth. Yes. See, that gentleman knows. Live. Clarity of outcome, immunity to circumstance, infinite gratitude. Now, what's a way that you can practice infinite gratitude? It's a great technique. I call it micro gratitude. Okay? Take a moment and look around you right now. Okay, you might be sitting at a computer, you might be on your phone, you might be on a tablet, and I want you to find one thing to be grateful for. Okay, look around. Now, if it's the device that you're viewing on, great, you've got access to a device to view stuff. Okay, well, what about the chair? You might be sitting on a chair or a couch or, on a desk. Express some gratitude for that desk for being there. It's there for you, right? It's literally there for you. Like, how crazy is that? Well, guess what? If you're in a house, if you're in a home, if you're in an apartment, express gratitude for having that place. That place is there for you. Maybe there's somebody important to you in your life. Express gratitude for that. Maybe there's a passion inside of you. Express gratitude for that. Maybe there's a tree outside your window. You know that tree is working day and night to turn carbon dioxide into oxygen? Day and night. It doesn't need you to pay it. It just asks for water and sunshine. Right? It doesn't have any expectation. In fact, this planet, it doesn't have any expectation of you. Be grateful for that. So, I know it's a simple video, and it's very macro, but I'm gonna recap it. Okay, so 3 steps. Clarity of outcome. Set it so clearly that you can visualize it. You can see yourself there. And guess what? If you can do that every single day, eventually you will find those things coming into your life. Number 2, immunity to circumstance. Immunity to circumstance. Pass through. Like vapor, like smoke, like fog. Pass through any uncertainty. And number 3, infinite gratitude. Practice micro gratitude as frequently as you can. I recommend at least every morning and every evening. So right when you wake up, first thing, and right before you go to bed, last thing, express some gratitude for the things that are important to you in your life. And it's okay if it's the little things. All right? So this has been 3 simple steps to success. I found this to work for me. I've trained other entrepreneurs for this, and they have definitely found this to work for them. So I figured I would share it with you. It is actually highly practical if you choose to apply it. And this is Miguel. You're amazing. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.